Hi guys, EBPMAN here, tablets from me. If you haven't selected a case yet for the upcoming Samsung Galaxy Note 5, here's another option available to you. This is the Platinum Series case for the Samsung Galaxy Note 5 available at Best Buy, and this is a holster with a kickstand combination. So this case is made out of a very hard, thick plastic. The interior of the case is made out of or it has a microfiber material that's going to protect your phone from scratching. On the back, it does have a kickstand, so this will allow you to prop up your Note 5 if you want to watch media, YouTube, or what have you. Now, the actual holster is a very thick plastic holster. You can see the thickness right there. It is not thin in any way, so it is what I would consider one of the more resilient holsters that I've seen on the market. I've reviewed several of these cases and holster combos in the past, and I have to say that this is one of the few models that I've ever broken. I've never really snapped it off in this part or in this area. So this is a heavy-duty holster, and what I would do is in a couple seconds is review it, show you some of the new features that are included, because this is a combo stand as well. So if you push or hold here and you bring this side up, this actually turns into a stand. And if you turn it around this way and you place it on an area just like this, you'll be able to prop it up. And you're seeing a lot of the kickstand or the holster combinations in a lot of phone cases today. You see this very common with OtterBox and with Pelican and a lot of the companies. And this is an interesting implementation as it's actually part of the clip. But we'll go into the holster in detail, and we'll see the fit and also how this case aligns with the Note 5. Before inserting the phone into the case, I wanted to highlight something that becomes pretty challenging for a lot of folks after they purchase this case, and that's separating or taking the phone out of the case. One thing that I just want to illustrate, and we'll separate this, is that there are some notches here. You see these two notches? These two notches basically lock in to those spacers right here, those areas that you see right there. The challenge that most folks run into is once this case is connected is when they try to separate it, it's very difficult to separate. And that's because you need to squeeze here. And once you squeeze, you'll notice how when you squeeze, it comes up and you need to push down. And when you do that together, what will happen is that these connecting points basically come out sufficiently from this area in order to separate it. So if it does get stuck, all you got to do again is press on the corners right here. So you'll do this and then you push down for it to come out. I've seen people take screwdrivers to this thing and they have not been able to take it apart, and they end up breaking the case as well as scratching their phone. So watch out for that. So what we're going to do is take our phone, make sure that we're here in focus for a second, and I'm going to first place the bottom. It slides in nicely, and now I'm going to take the top and I'm going to slide that in as well. And what we're going to do is look at how does all of the features align for this case. Now that the case has been connected, I just want to show you one more time how do you separate it. All you do is you press on the sides right here and then you pull out like this. See, so it comes off really easily. And again, I'm spending some time on this because I get so many messages on how to separate the thing. So now that you see how easy it is, let's move on to the features. So looking at all the cutouts, you have your power button there, and you can see that there's some real generous protection here. It's pretty deep, so let's put it this way so you can see that. So you don't really have to worry about the power button ever being pressed by mistake. As we look at the top, you have your pinhole mic exposed, and again, nice depth there. If we go on this side, your volume rocker, you'll notice that you can't even press the volume rocker. So if this was in a purse or in a backpack or on your hip, you're not going to worry about bumping into something and pressing those buttons. And you can see how those are nicely protected there. On the bottom here, you'll notice that your ports are all easily accessible. So generous opening here for your headphone jack, also wide opening here for your micro USB charging. You have your speaker and your pinhole mic accessible, and then access to the stylus is easy. You notice you just push and then you just pull out. So that's no problem there. Getting access to that. On the back here, you do have a kickstand, and the kickstand, we'll separate that. You'll notice is a pretty sturdy kickstand, so you will be able to keep your phone in a decent angle if you don't have it in the holster. When you close it, it has like a magnetic clasp that makes it stick. So when I push it down, you'll listen to this. it just snaps into place and it doesn't come out. From a camera perspective, and this is one of the things I was really concerned about as I was looking at the case, there's some nice depth here. So you have enough depth that is going to protect your camera and your heart rate sensor, your fingerprint sensor right there without any problems. Now, as we look at the screen itself, or the protection for the screen, I have a tempered glass screen protector, which I've reviewed on the channel, and you'll see that there's some really good depth here. I like that, especially given the fact that I have a glass screen protector. I'm not seeing that it's butting up there. So it has good protection, so if you do place it this way, you don't have to worry about anything impairing or damaging your screen. Access to the fingerprint sensor is not impaired at all. That's easy. And all in all, this is a very nice case. It has a satin finish to it. Doesn't feel slippery. It's not going to fall out of your hand. And I really didn't see a problem with putting the phone in the case. Previous versions of this case, I found that it's really tight, and that accounted for it being difficult to remove. Let's take a look at the holster, and let's see what's special about that. Inserting the phone into the holster is pretty straightforward. All you do is slide it in like this, and then you have this arm right here that you just raise right there, and it will lock into position just like that. Now, a couple things about this. What I like about this holster. First of all, if you look at the bottom here, the clasp is one of the thickest clasps that I've seen for your belt. It is in line with what you would find on an OtterBox or a Pelican, or just in general a very heavy-duty case and holster. The other thing is that the spring mechanism is pretty strong, so you're not going to run into issues where this is going to come off by mistake, because this is a pretty nice spring mechanism. It also has, as you can see right there, a notch that's going to hook into your belt, so that if you do bend down and this spring, or you basically push this up with your thigh, this will not come off your belt. On the corners, I like the amount of protection that you have here. Notice how it's pretty thick plastic as well. That's going to protect each one of your corners, and it's protecting your stylus. Your stylus is not going to fall out if you were to place it, let's say, loosely in the note. On the top, you have the same type of protection here and here. And really, if this were to fall out of your belt clip, fall off your belt, you have enough protection that your phone is going to be doubly protected because of the actual holster itself. Now, the other thing I like, and this has happened to me, and I hope that all you can relate to this, is when you sometimes bend down to pick something up, something may push the phone up. And when you do push the phone up, there is a spring mechanism here. This spring mechanism really prevents the phone from sliding out. I've seen other cases, and I'm pushing right there, and you can see I'm pushing, and it really is not budging. That spring mechanism is keeping it down so that when you do bend over, it will not come out. I've seen other cases in combo with the holsters that have no spring mechanism, and the phone just slides out and falls on the floor. Now, you do have this kickstand here, right? So the kickstand, you can adjust the phone in this area and then have it as a kickstand. Now, obviously, what you're going to do is have the phone in the actual viewing mode, right? So you're going to have it like this. So this is how you would have it. But all in all, this is a fantastic case. It's a little on the higher end. It's slightly under $40, but it's a very durable case. I have had nothing but good things and experience with the PT line of products, and would highly recommend this combo case with the holster. So this concludes our review of the Platinum Series holster case with kickstand combo for the Samsung Galaxy Note 5. This specific holster combination is available at Best Buy, and it's available now for those of you who are planning to get the Samsung Galaxy Note 5. I want to thank you guys all for watching this video. If you have any comments or questions, please leave it on the YouTube channel. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching.